Hey, what's up, traders? To watch this video here for Thursday, January 9th. The SPY, after staring like, I don't know, what was it, 12, 14, 16 hours ago? Everyone was talking about World War III, and then today we literally hit all-time highs on the SPY. It is a remarkable time to be alive. You never know what's coming, but man, is it interesting out there. So what are we watching? Let me, real quick, show you what I pulled off today. I even tweeted this and said, hey, this is going to come off as bragging, and it is. And I'm tweeting this because this is not something I pull off very often, but pretty proud of that. I literally took 21 trades today and went 100%. Tesla, I got to show this even though it's not on my watch list for tomorrow because it's pretty much straight up for 6 or 7. I mean, it's almost parabolic to the upside. Look at the volume, 31 million shares. Really thought we were going to hit 500 today, but we only got to 498.49. Switching to intraday, though, I got to share this because I made a video yesterday about how Tesla is one of the best whole number inflection point traders I've ever seen. You know we like those anyway. We've got a free webinar out there about whole number inflection points. We've actually got a part 2 free webinar as well. Speaking of free webinars, real quick, check the description below. Tomorrow night is our next free webinar. I think we've got 10 of them. This will be number 11 if my numbers are correct. And I think this could actually be the most important one if you are a struggling trader to turn your trading around, all right? So if you can make it, make it. It'll be tomorrow night at 7:30, and again, you got to get registered. All right, so speaking of whole number inflection points, Wayne called Tesla through 475, which is right here. Stop was almost $2 below that previous 5-minute candle, but $2 sounds like a lot. But think of it this way. Tesla went up, what, $23.50, so that $2 risk doesn't seem so bad anymore, and you can always control your risk by deciding how many shares to buy. But what a great call by Wayne. You'd think maybe I'd have it on watch, but I just can't. It's almost parabolic here. I'd like to see it come in for a couple days, or geez, at least one, right? So what are we watching for tomorrow? I don't have a really big list, you'd think, with the market being so strong. But I don't have a lot of good setups. Remember, I'm a day trader. I'm in cash every night. So I'm literally, every evening, I sit down and look for stuff that might give me a trade tomorrow based on its very recent action. And of course, I always glance at the longer term chart as well. So CGC and all the other pop stocks had a really nice pop about a week ago, like the last trading day of the year. And it just came back down, but it never did round trip, and it's been going sideways. And a little bit of extra volume today. And if I go to intraday, you see, actually had a really nice rally from like 1950 to 2060 before coming in at the end of the day. So I am going to watch this one. Maybe the pot stocks have bottomed and maybe it put in a higher low today, and maybe it's up from here. So we're going to watch it. Beyond, BYND. This one, huge move yesterday. Then today gapped up and popped a little bit and giving some back. That doesn't bother me. I'm kind of glad it did that. I'd really like to see one more red day, but I think Beyond is absolutely one to watch for long setups going forward. SAVA, it looked like this coming into today. I made a short video and put it on Twitter, and then today it gapped down. For those of you that were in chat today, on the mic, I said SAVA is meeting our gap down bounce play parameters. In other words, I already had it on bounce watch because you had a couple red days after a crazy massive move, right? And so then it gaps down, and then we had that half number inflection point. So I said over 750 is the gap down bounce play entry, and it ended up going to actually through 9 from there. So that is one of my favorite setups. And again, I made a short video about it if you follow me on Twitter or StockTwits. But we're going to watch that one because a fairly strong move today after gapping down. Kind of had a nice fat green candle there, so we're going to watch that one tomorrow. Fuel Cell was my every day. No matter, you saw my trading record today, and I still I end every day, peeved about something, and that's the beauty of day trading. You will never have a perfect day. You'll never end a day saying I did everything right. Now, Fuel Cell, here's what I did wrong here. I had this on watch. Take today's candle out of it. It's been really strong lately. You had to gap up the other day, a couple red days in a row after the gap up. Really liked this, and then look at the beautiful setup it gave. So just a clean opening range breakout over 210, right? And look at that, it almost went parabolic. Here's what I screwed up. It started to curl up here, and maybe it looked like this. And I went to grab some food. I thought, I know what, I love this as an opening range breakout over 210. You have yesterday's high as another catalyst, just 6 or 7 cents above. But I went and grabbed a sandwich. I thought I had time because it's kind of a slow mover, and came back to my office. And I don't know. It might have looked like. Well, no, it definitely looked like this. It was curling up, but I thought it was going to go sideways for a while. Anyway, long story short, came back to my office and it looked about like that, And I don't chase, so I missed it. I threw out a bid after this move, but pulled it when it didn't get there quick enough. Anyway, long story short, so as much as I was happy with myself today, that was dumb. There's no sandwich good enough to warrant walking away from an opening range breakout on a recent high flyer like that. I just thought I had more time, which was dumb. Anyway, it's on watch for tomorrow, okay? Huge move back here, pulled back, and starting to curl back up. So it is on watch for tomorrow. VSTM, nice breakout today. We're going to look for a red to green or some kind of follow through in that. AQMS, I like this spike back here to $1.10. Put in a lower high yesterday at a buck even. You know I love whole number inflection points. And then today topped out at, I'm going to say 96 cents. So maybe, depending on how it sets up intraday, maybe over 96. Then we've got that whole number dollar catalyst. Then we've got that $1.10. So I like the looks of this one. And NIO had a gap down. I actually called a long trade in this. And I made a few bucks, but I hit out too early. Anyway, nice green candle today. So maybe a continuance of the bounce tomorrow. This was a low volume day for NIO, and it still traded 65 million shares. So it's not really a normal trader. You know, it's pretty thick, for lack of a better way of putting it. TRIL, I've got to watch huge move back here. A few red days and then a nice strong day today. You know, if we can get over today's high, it's definitely extended. It's kind of far from the moving averages, but if we get over today's high, $1.53, maybe we make a run at this $1.74 and switch into 60s. I don't know, maybe it looks a little bit better, but I do feel like this one is pretty extended. So I kind of hope it doesn't give a setup because I don't know if I trust it. Gene, I don't love this because it had this massive move yesterday. It's GENE, 201 to 522, right? Closing well off its highs at 450-ish yesterday. And then today, gapping down and a red day. Now, but it is, here's two ways of looking at it. It is a quiet inside day after a big move. So sometimes you get a third day play where it rips again. So it's on watch. But another way to look at it is it gave back more than I really wanted it to. And so now you've got a lot of people from yesterday afternoon underwater, and maybe, you know, because not everybody, you know, is in cash every night like I am. A lot of people hold overnight and hold way longer than they should actually. So, but we'll see. We'll see if we get a third day play set up. If not, this one may bleed lower. Who knows? And then lastly, SNCA, which is kind of curling up here. But the reason it's on the watch list is because in after hours, like right now, it's trading at $1.87. So it is gapping up. Obviously, it must have had some after hours news. So we'll add gappers to this list as well. Again, get registered for the free webinar tomorrow night, 7:30. There'll be links below the video. All right, I'm done babbling. We'll see you in chat tomorrow.